Howdy y'all, welcome back to Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. Man, it is chilly tonight. It snowed again today. It's crazy. We are having crazy weather at the moment. There was like 40-mile-an-hour winds, gusts of over 50, and it snowed. Uh, and yesterday, it was sunny, and people here were outside in their t-shirt and shorts. Uh, it's just, it's crazy to me what the weather is doing at the moment. Although it is, I guess probably standard spring weather for us here. Um, which makes the Facebook stuff I've been seeing lately even funnier. I don't normally talk about anything like this, but uh, we are on the stay-at-home orders right now, and well, it got extended because uh, the state I live in is like the third highest number of cases, and so the governor said we have to we have to extend the stay at home for another 2 weeks. And well, people weren't listening, so they have limited what you could buy at the store so that people would stop going to the store and wandering around the store, which they were doing. I know a guy who works at our local store here, and he said people would just come in and they'd wander around the store and they'd be in there and they'd be meeting up with their friends and chit chatting and so they have limited the number of people who can go in the store now, and the governor said you have to keep the store amount of things you can sell down below a certain level, I guess. And oh, I already have that. It says, and so, anyways, it's snowing. This is the important part for my story. It's snowing, and people are like, I can't go to the store and buy gardening supplies. Okay, you can. You just can't go to the store to do it, but you can still buy it online and then pick it up at the store. Or you can go to a smaller store that specializes in that, I believe. Maybe not. Or you can order it online, which I know people are now they're like, stop buying stuff online because the workers there have to go to work because you're buying stuff online. I don't know. Jobs. Well, I guess we do a fetch and clear, maybe. Ooh, no, I take it back. I should have looked. Did that tell me it was going to be at the Waterworks? That is not a great spot to have to go to. Right now I need to go to my home and unload the large amounts of things I got from the last quest. I know, you're starving. I'm gonna go straight home and we'll get some food there. I've got a little bit of boiled meat for you. There you go. Have some boiled meat. Stop your whining. Uh, anyways, I won't get into the other crazy things I've been reading on Facebook. There's a reason I try to stay out of all that politics stuff. But yeah, they've got a recall on the governor, or they're trying to get a recall on the governor because she has ordered us to stay home for another 2 weeks, um, which is ridiculous. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. Uh, my sister had been asking me about. I wouldn't say she was jealous, but she likes the loot crates I get. I get the Fallout loot crates, and she doesn't get one, and so she keeps seeing people who get loot crate stuff. Not loot crate, but a mystery box. She called it because like my mom used to get one uh, for a little bit, uh, and they liked some of the stuff that came in there, and so she was looking for one that she could get. She didn't want like loot crate because she's not into that stuff necessarily. Um, and so I get an email that the company that bought Loot Crate is offering a new crate for board games, and we play a lot of board games here. And I think I talked about this the other day, and so she had signed up for that, and the I thought she said it was going to be May before it arrived, but we got it, or she got it, I guess. She got it Friday or Thursday, um, somewhere in there, and so so she actually got her first box, and it's pretty good. Oh, I forgot to sell that dang paper there. It's pretty good. I am pretty pleased with what. Cause you never know, right? Uh, you sign up for something, and it's like, oh, this is gonna be the greatest thing you've ever seen, and then it gets there, and you're like, yeah, this is. I'm disappointed that I decided to partake of this particular product. And but no, this is it was really good. The So it came with 3 board games. Um, we got um, I almost said pandemic. It's not pandemic. We got uh, what is the name of that game? Doppelganger. It doesn't even start with a P. I can't remember. I'm like, p, p, p. Nope, nope, nope. There's no P in that, the name of that thing. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on in my head. But we got Doppelganger, which is pretty good. I would say of the 3, that was the weakest. But it wasn't weak by any means. Don't think I thought it was. Did I boil all that meat? I must have. Weird. I was gonna make bacon and eggs there, but I don't have any meat. And so pan or see, I almost called it pandemic again. Uh, uh, it's not purgatory. I also want to say purgatory. Doppelganger. So Doppelganger. I've got another game called The Thing, which is based off the old sci-fi horror movie The Thing, and it's a similar kind of game. I don't know. I mean, The Thing was the first one I played like this, so I don't know how many games are in this particular genre of game. I'm not familiar with it. And so what it is you got your hero, or you got your heroes. Sure, you got your heroes, and but then you got one person who's the bad guy, and so the thing's a little different because the thing you're trying to okay, it's hard to describe this, I guess. Um, Spoilers: the movie The Thing is about an alien infestation of an Antarctic research base, and the thing takes over a person's body, and it can shapeshift itself into whatever it wants to be. And and so every part of the thing is a thing. So it's like a colony of microscopic creatures, I guess, and because they use like fire in the movie, fire and heated up wire in people's blood to test whether or not they are the thing, because any part of it is the thing, which would be super scary because any part of it can take over a person. And so when you play the game, you're trying to um, reach a point where the helicopter comes by doing missions around the base, and the goal is to complete a certain number of missions. And so when you do a mission, you have to choose who's going to go on the mission. And so the person who starts as the thing, they will try to sabotage the missions. And then as the game goes on, other people might get infected, and stuff like that. We've only played it a couple of times, and both times we badly lost. And So we get the doppelganger, and doppelganger is a similar kind of game. There's three heroes, and one person's the doppelganger, and you go on quests, and there are three cursed artifacts. If those come up, then the doppelganger wins. There's three good artifacts. If those come up, the heroes win. If a hero dies, the doppelganger wins. If the doppelganger dies, the heroes win. And so we played that once. I accidentally killed myself as the doppelganger, because it's a fantasy game, and so there's three types of characters. There's sword, bow, and staff characters. And so I chose a sword character, and then you get the card that tells you whether or not you're the doppelganger. And then I was sabotaging the missions. It's different than the thing. It has a different just play style a little bit, but I mean it's very similar in that um, this looks like I've probably been here, right? I mean the front door is wide open. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the one I've already been to. I should have known that because this is the area I've already been to before. And so Doppelganger, though, has a dice bag, and you put two black dice and a white dice in the bag, and then you're supposed to reach in and pull out two of the dice without letting anybody see, and then choose the dice you want to roll, and then you roll the dice, and then you do what the card says. And so, non-doppelgangers might get two black dice, and so every time I just pretended to get two black dice, because the black dice are definitely the better way to make people fail their quest. But then what happened was when you fail a mission, sometimes you take damage. And so instead of doing damage to other people, because obviously if you directly just say, oh yeah, someone else is taking this damage, like I could have got away with it with what I did because I didn't realize how much damage well, no, it didn't matter what choice I had made, someone was going to die at that point. But the mistake that was made was I didn't think I was going to die, and so I took the point of damage from failing the quest, and then my nephew pointed out that we had the enchant swords ability up, and so whoever any attack made with a sword, um, huh, no, yeah, because I would have been attacking with a sword. Whoever does damage with a sword, it automatically does 2 extra damage. And so that was 3 damage, and I'd already taken 1 damage, and so that killed me. And so we lost that, or I lost that one, I guess. And then, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then, oh, this is a clear and retrieve. This one's gonna take a long time, man. Oof. Uh, I was thinking this was just a retrieve, and I was gonna go as quick as I could, but I've got to get in here and find all the guys. And this is a huge place too. And so that one's pretty good. I like the other two that came better though. The second game we got was called Time Barren, which which was not what I was expecting it to be. It's got the name Time Baron. I thought it was going to be like Doctor Who. Or actually, what I thought it was going to be like was I've got this old game for my computer called. Um, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what it's called. But I've got this old game that I'd never managed to beat that was super fun to me, anyways, where you time travel. And um, it's uh, it's you're a human and you get taken to another solar system, I guess. I guess it's a solar system. And in the solar system, I remember. Something is coming that's going to kill all life in the universe. That's what it is. And so, um, the computer in the spacecraft, it's kind of like Flight of the Navigator a little bit. Um, so the computer in the spacecraft takes you to the final point where all life in the universe will be destroyed by this dark entity, and um, and so you have to stop it. And the way you're going to stop it is by time traveling. And and so you have to collect, like, I don't remember how to get energy in the game, but I believe there's a segment of how you have to get energy. Uh, I want to say I've played too many video games. I don't remember. I want to say that it had to do with like star diving to get energy from the sun, like helium or something. But there was also, or hydrogen, not helium, hydrogen. But there was also like I think the longer you stayed in, the more damage you took. So there must have also been something about repairing your ship. So it must have been a thing where you trade off how long you stay in and keep enough energy to repair the damage you've done to yourself. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. What I really liked about it was that um, you've got these 4 different races who separately can't can't stop what's about to happen. But together, each one of the races provides you with the tool necessary to defeat what's happening. And and so you do things, and and it's rather complicated because you start with well, you go back in time, right? You can choose where you're at in time, so you're just flying around in time. And so, like, a race will discover wheat, right? And they were very different races. There was the race on the cold planet that looked like Yetis. There was a bug race. I don't recall there being a necessarily human race because it wasn't Earth. Earth was not in the last place to die zone. Uh, and uh, and so like they discover wheat, uh, and so then you would take their wheat that they discovered, and you would time travel, and then the time storm would come through, and the alien would rediscover the wheat, hopefully. And so now you've got this wheat from the alien. So then the aliens on the other planet might not have enough food and their colony starves, right? And then that's the end of that race. So now you give them the discovery of wheat that you got from the other race, um, and so it was just like that. And so you're just jumping back and forth between these fire. One of them discovers fire, so you take fire from them, and then you let the time storm happen, and hopefully they rediscover fire. And if they don't, you just give them back their fire, and then you let the time storm happen, and then you take it again. It's super complicated though because there's four races, and uh, you have to continually jump back and forth, and you're not the only one. Oh no, because evil you, bum bum bum, evil you wants the destruction of everything, and that's the darkness that you have to fight. It's you. It's you. It's an evil version of you from an alternate timeline. And so I never beat it. I did manage to get like two of the races um, in one session. Not one session because it's super complicated, it's a super long game. Do you not like? I tried to do that thing, but it didn't happen, and now I'm not sure if I'm supposed to swim through all this to the end or like my guy won't climb out. Um, Anyways, so I was expecting this time barons, right, to be like that because it said there's four different ages and there's different ways to upgrade, and maybe you don't upgrade all the way because you use the earlier. What does that little medical symbol mean there? Oh, is the water bad? Great, I'm gonna die from radiation poisoning. And but it's not. It's not. So I don't know why it's called Time Baron. You just you just basically you have your you have your starting city, and from there you're going to purchase cards. You get three actions every turn, and you use it to purchase population cards um, or you can upgrade, or I think there's another thing. And so the idea is that you're going, whoever loses all of their population loses, because then their civilization's dead. So we played like three people, um, and so there were three of us, and so we played versus each other, and it was pretty fun. I liked that one. Um, I I liked it better than Doppelganger. It was very swingy. So one person's way down, but then you don't get the cards you need um, to do anything, or you don't have population, and so most of the you'd get a card that is a place. So like I got the fort, and so the fort has 3 hit points, and and any population on it don't die. Because what happens is you attack a place, both the population dies and the place takes damage. And so there's um, I don't think we ever saw a place that was more than 3, except for your starter like capital. And so they die pretty easy, and the population gets taken out pretty easy. Uh, and So that was pretty fun. I like that one. And like I said, there's four ages, and you start in age 1, and age 1 is like swords and forts and stuff like that, and then age 2 is like World War I, and then age 3 is like moderny. Um, I wouldn't say exactly modern, but moderny. And then there's future tech. We didn't make it a future tech, uh, and but that one's pretty fun. And in fact, they played it again tonight. Surprisingly, I really thought that my nephew would be all about the other game we got, which was called, I don't know what it was called, Mega Fun Time Robot Smash 'em, something like that. It's got a really weird name. I really thought that was gonna drop out below me. Sheesh. That guy did not want to die. What do you think about that? Give you some right hooks. Don't normally do the right hook thing. And I like that one quite a bit, actually. I don't know if it's my favorite one, but it might be. And so that one is up to 4 players, and they're robot cards. And so the robot cards have 6 squares on them, like one on each leg, one on each arm, one in the chest, and then one in the head. It doesn't matter. It does not matter where they're at. And then there's weapon cards, and so when you're playing, you everybody gets 6 cards, and then you look at your cards, and on your cards are some symbols, and then everybody gets 6 dice with those symbols on them, and then you roll, and you put the dice in the middle of the play area, and then everybody grabs dice based on what's in their hand. And so you're trying to get dice that match what weapons you have acquired. And okay, this says that it's in here. This says that it's right here somewhere. I wonder if it's not down below in here somewhere. And oh well, this doesn't really go anywhere, does it? And so so everybody grabs dice until their slots are all full. You have to do the body first, because the head is a special ability. The head can either be used to I don't know how to get back here. The head is used to either, you know what? Actually, I do. You gotta come around. It's been a while since I've done this, but I think I don't think it's here. Is it? Ah, well, I'm gonna dig through here. And so, so like I said, you roll the dice. You grab one dice at a time. Everybody's going at the same time. You're trying to grab dice. You grab dice, put it on your arm. You grab dice, put it on the leg. Grab a dice, put it on the leg. Grab dice, put it on the arm. Grab a dice, put it on the chest, and then grab your final dice and put it on your head. Head has special abilities, so you can use that to either use a weapon card or use the special abilities. So special abilities are like um, when the yellow symbol is used from the head, it can replace any other symbol. When the uh, when the um, I don't know if I remember any of the other ones. Like some of them add damage to your attacks. Some of them add um, defense. Some of them this just took me back to the same spot. Some of them let you re-roll the dice that you got, kind of thing. And then each of the weapons are different. And so there's like a rifle, right? And so the rifle does X amount of damage. And then there's a speed thing. So it's got dodging built into it. Um, and it's pretty easy to play. And I like it. My nephew, I thought he would like this one the best, and he seems to like Time Baron the best, which I can understand. I think I might like Time Baron the best, uh, but I could make a push for uh, the robot one. It's pretty fun. Okay. So whereabouts are these other dudes I've got to kill? Stay within, find the supplies, kill the monsters. And I don't know where the monsters are at. There was that one door I went through that led to another section. Oh, you know, I didn't do this over here either. Where does this go to? Um, and but yeah, so I'm pretty excited about these board games because man, the first three are pretty good, and it's a loot crate, right? So we're gonna get. Ooh, that is 2,000 to get through there. That is not a. I guess this is just this. Um, there is a door though that I didn't go through. I'm gonna have to go back through and find. Nope, we just went back to where we came from. So it's not this way. It's this way. Oh man, though, didn't I cross like water that I jumped across and swam through and stuff? Um, I was trying to think. But yeah, that one I liked quite a bit. It's tricky though because it's you only have 6 cards and you only have 6 dice, and some of the abilities take more than one part, and so you might not have enough parts to play all your cards. And so a lot of times you get to the end and then you can't do anything, and so you're just hoping to survive the end. Um, and so it can be tricky. But yeah, those were the 3 games. I am very pleased with the board game Loot Crate because I love board games, and these were three high quality board games for sure. And I am looking forward to the next batch. Well, I think I'm going to call it here. I still got to figure out where these last bad guys are at. I hear one. Trying to get to me from wherever. Yeah, so click like if you like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one. And I will talk to you later.